Hello, I am a fan of a form called Super Saiyan Blue / Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan. A name that would be kind of decent if it wasn't so much of a strain to say on a consistent basis. But yeah, it's the Super Saiyan form of Super Saiyan God, which has got a lot of criticism, but a big positive that I hear for a good amount of the fan base. Granted, the fan base kind of sways, especially with online discourse. Because if you talk to anyone in real life, they pretty much just like anything Dragon Ball, like stuff like GT, but they still like the form and stuff. But in like online conversation, like it's switched from like saying that Super Saiyan God is terrible and it's just like a Kaioken rehash. Now it's like one of the most beloved forms ever. And Super Saiyan Blue was like the better version of that, but then it just turned into like, oh well, it's just a recolor, it loses, and then, you know, other people defend it, yada yada yada. But a common basis is that people love perfected Super Saiyan Blue / how Super Saiyan Blue was handled in the manga. And I have my, you know, my criticisms of that. And I have like a series that I'm working on right now talking about the Dragon Ball Super remake and what they should be doing for certain stuff. And one of the big things that I've talked about is how to pretty much incorporate perfected Super Saiyan Blue into the anime continuity, how to make it work. Because I think if you fuse the best parts of the anime and the best parts of the manga, you have a better overall product. Hey, before we continue with the video, I just gotta let you know YouTube keeps making more changes. If you're enjoying the video, make sure that like button, subscribe, hit the notification all. And now they got a new thing called the hype button, and that helps the videos get more recognition. So if you want to see more videos from me, hit the like button, subscribe, share, hit all the notifications, and please hit that hype button. I don't know, man, we got to bring the hype, so make sure to hit that as well. Okay, let's continue with the video. A lot of people don't even understand that perfected Super Saiyan Blue, it doesn't replace Blue Kaioken. Like, you still get Blue Kaioken. I have a video linked on one of the cards that you see above, is that Blue Kaioken and Blue Evolved are both in the manga, but perfected Blue kind of makes things complicated. And perfected Blue as itself is kind of a weird concept, because if you know what Super Saiyan Blue is in the manga, it has like a lot of weaknesses compared to the anime, because they both share the stamina issue, right? But the Super Saiyan Blue in the anime is like this vague stamina issue, because they don't like have this thing where they're dropping in power. It's just they have like some type of like stamina problem that's not on the level of Super Saiyan 3, but they can't maintain it for too long. Something of that, but it's not really a big deal in the anime. While in the manga, the way they even justify Vegeta losing the hit is that he used Super Saiyan Blue to show off against Kaba, and then he used Super Saiyan Blue again after all that training with Goku, and didn't realize that he would like be weaker than the Super Saiyan God state. And he loses. I still think it's like the dumbest reason for that, but it was like a reason to use that, right? To, I guess, to add on to keep using Super Saiyan God. But by the time we get to the future Trunks saga, Goku is able to use perfected Super Saiyan Blue against Fusamasu. But people don't understand this, is that Super Saiyan Blue perfected is not like a super power up. It's being able to use the power of Super Saiyan Blue, the full power of the entire time, by like having the aura inside your body, but you can still use the aura, I guess, when you're like dashing around the skies. So it's not like it's a Kaioken thing. It's just using the full power of Blue at the entire time. But it does add this problem, because if going by that logic, then why Goku and Vegeta didn't completely dominate like Goku Black, like frame one? Because like it's not implying that when you use Super Saiyan Blue that you're using like 70% of it off the rip and you're just getting weaker. It should be that you're at full power for a little bit, then you're getting weakened over time. Like the way they portrayed it at the beginning made it feel like it was like a fusion level multiplier, because Goku and Vegeta wasn't even using Super Saiyan Blue that long when he was fighting Rose, Goku Black, and Fusamasu, which Fusamasu in the manga is like way weaker, right? So yeah, and then when you have Vegeta versus Beerus later down the road, and Vegeta's using regular Super Saiyan Blue, he's losing. Then he uses perfected Super Saiyan Blue, and Beerus says that he can beat like a low tier God Destruction. It just implies all that, right? But no, it's perfected Super Saiyan Blue is just using Blue at full power the entire time. And you can argue, and also too, is the whole no aura thing. I'm not the biggest fan of that design choice, because yes, they fight with no aura from time to time. I don't know, there's like skin tight aura that you see with Super Saiyan God Goku when he's fighting Broly in the Broly movie, or where you see Super Saiyan 4 Daima Goku, where he has like that kind of like glowish purplish aura. Like I think perfect Super Saiyan Blue should have that design. But regardless, I've kind of gone to tangent. So how I think they should use Super Saiyan Blue perfected and Blue Kaioken in the anime, I'll say this, right? So I think, like I said in my remake of the Resurrection F saga, that Goku should use Super Saiyan God And then once he started to recognize that Golden Frieza is losing power, he goes to the Super Saiyan Blue, and he's able to beat Golden Frieza before his power drops while using Super Saiyan Blue, going by keeping that weakness. Then like Goku gets distracted by Sorbet after he draws down the base, dodges, Golden Frieza shoots him, and the way my video goes the way it goes. You go check that out. Now we go to Universe 6 Saga. This is kind of like a little bit of a spoiler how I would do the Universe 6, but it's just mostly focused on the Super Saiyan Blue thing. I still wouldn't have wanted where like Vegeta goes Super Saiyan Blue twice and he in the second time he's way weaker than Super Saiyan God. I just think he should still lose to Hit because he doesn't really get how Hit's time skip works. I don't think the second time you go into Super Saiyan Blue should get you that weaker. That's in my opinion. I think it should just be one of those that it just gets weaker over time. And Goku, while he's fighting Hit, he uses like Super Saiyan God, then he uses Super Saiyan Blue. He's overpowering Hit, but he's like dropping, and Hit still has the adaptation abilities that he had in the anime because he didn't really show that in the manga. And then while Goku's weakening, he's like, all right, then I got to pull out Blue Kaioken. And that's when we get the scene because I don't want to wait for Blue Kaioken to determine the power. I think that's ridiculous, right? We fast forward to the Future Trunks saga. We're just going to ignore all the times that Goku should have used Blue Kaioken throughout that entire arc. Goku is fighting Fuse Zamasu. Yes, he should still like, okay, this is how I use the full power of Super Saiyan Blue. But I just still think it's pretty crazy that Goku's using Super Saiyan Blue earlier in the arc, and he can't compete with Goku Black, Rose, or he's like on like rival edge of it. And then you have Fuse Zamasu, who should be a lot stronger in the anime, and then somehow Goku's like overpowering him, right? So instead of like using Hakai as his hacks, right? Goku using Hakai in that arc is cool, but it kind of goes against the entire point of giving Vegeta Hakai in Ultra Ego later down the road, right? Like that seems like it's more of a Vegeta thing. So instead of doing that, Goku should be able to combine like he did in the manga, combine Perfected Blue with Blue Kaioken. That should be like the counter to it. Maybe like after Goku tries to like end it with Blue Kaioken, Perfected Blue Kaioken, he like loses it, and then you get like a better rendition of the Spirit Bomb Sword thing. Because I still think the Spirit Bomb Sword thing is really cool and impactful for Trunks' character. It doesn't need to be written better. It just need to be done better. He's better foreshadowing, right? Like Goku teaching Trunks how to use the Spirit Bomb, something like that, right? I think that'd be better. But yeah, I think instead of Hakai, it should be Blue Kaioken, Perfected Blue Kaioken. And I think the aura should be the fusion of like the Broly Blue aura, or maybe a skin type Broly Blue aura with the Kaioken. Like it's gotta be something like that, because I'll be damned if it's like the manga where he's the Imperfected Blue, but his Blue Kaioken is just regular blue aura, but spiky how it's done in the manga. And I know some people argue, see, that proves it. No, it's Blue Kaioken. It should be the exact same way in the Tournament of Power. He's using Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken times 20, but he's still balancing the whole absorbing the aura back into his body, but then he uses the aura when he's like flying through the air. Yeah, I think that's just how Perfected Blue should be handled. That he starts off with like blue, and he's able to overpower Golden Frieza, but he's starting to recognize the weaknesses, and he uses Blue Kaioken to kind of like counter the power drop. But then he's able to master Perfected Blue by the Future Trunks saga, and then he's able to master Perfected Blue Kaioken by the time of the Tournament of Power, right? And like he's able to use Perfected Blue Kaioken a lot during the Granola arc, and he's even combining it with using Ultra Instinct as well. So it's putting Super Saiyan Blue on a high pedestal of power. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below, how would you handle it? That's just how I'm thinking of it. And like I said, for it to be adapted better, look better, I think it should have that like kind of glowish aura that we see with Super Saiyan God, Goku, and Vegeta when their aura kind of dissipates and he just got like the little outline. I feel like that outline will work really well with Perfected Blue. Do you think they should even keep that weakness at all? But I know a lot of people want that kind of like character development for Super Saiyan Blue, and I think that's the best way to handle it, while making Super Saiyan Blue kind of seem like this really bad form for a good while. Because I've never really liked Perfected Blue because I just didn't like removing the aura. But then I rewatched a lot of fights, and Super Saiyan Blue as a whole be fighting without aura a good amount of times anyway. Just kind of pick and choose when to use it. Same thing with the manga too. I remember when Goku's fighting Granola, he's powering up with the aura a good while. Then when they go into the trees, that's when he does have the aura. So like even then they kind of pick and choose with that as well. But yeah, like as long as he's using God Bind and using all that type of stuff, I just think the only thing, like I said earlier in the video, should get axed is the Hakai thing. Even though the Hakai thing is really cool, I just think it just goes against Vegeta being the one who's the Hakai guy later down the road. But anyway, please like the video. Please hit that hype button, all those things. I know I was supposed to say that at the beginning of the video. I might make a clip. I don't know, it might be like a weird cut to it, but hope you guys enjoyed the video, man. Sorry for the the later uploads. But you know, try my best, and I appreciate all the support. Let's try to get to 50,000 subscribers, to 100,000 subscribers, to 1 million, baby. SonTJ, peace. Also, I got new shirts, new designs. It's like, again, all based on my avatar and stuff, even though I still get comments calling me Goku Black and all a bunch of weird racially motivated stuff. Like, I don't know, people get so weird when you have like a character who's black and he's also inspired by other characters. But anyway, just had to throw in that tangent. But anyway, SonTJ, peace. Love you all.